Hello. So today I'll be solving some question from NCERT Exemplar. So the first question that I've taken, Susan invested certain amount of money in two schemes A and B, which offer interest at the rate of 8% per annum and 9% per annum respectively. She received rupees 1860 as annual interest. However, had she interchanged the amount of investments in the two schemes, she would have received rupees 20 more as annual interest. How much money did she invest in each scheme? This is the question. So let us visualize the question. So there are two schemes, scheme A and scheme B. Scheme A gives you 8% per annum interest, 8% per annum interest, and the scheme B gives you 9% interest per annum. Okay. And what you have to find, how much money did she invest in each scheme? So let she invest rupees X in scheme A. This is scheme A and this is scheme B. And say she invests rupees Y in the scheme B. Okay. So now we have to form the equations. So now what is the equation? It is given that rupees 1860 is the annual interest she received. So annual interest formula, you know the interest, simple interest is equal to principal into rate of interest into time in year upon 100. That is the formula. So annual interest, so time will be 1. So for annual interest I can write annual interest will be principal into rate of interest upon 100. So with this formula we can form the equation. So how much interest you will be getting from investing rupees X in scheme A? So your principal is X, this is your P, X is your P, and R, this is R is your 8. So therefore according to the question, the annual interest should be getting from this will be P into R by 100. P is your X, R is your 8 upon 100. And the interest, annual interest should be getting from scheme B, that I have to add this, will be P is your Y now, so Y, and rate of interest R is 9 into 9 upon 100. So this will be the annual interest from scheme A, this much, and this is the annual interest from scheme B. The total will be, according to the question, total is 1860. She received 1860. So what we do, we can simplify the equations. We can write in this way: 8x plus 9y is equal to 1860 into 100. By simplifying, that is taking LCM and then cross multiplying, we'll get the first equation. Then if she, however, what happens if she, however, had she interchanged the amounts of investment in the two schemes, that is when she will interchange, that means Y will come here. So now rupees Y here and rupees X here. Interchange the investment. Then what will happen? Then she will receive rupees 20 more as annual interest. So let me write also according to the question. So when rupees Y is now investment, so 8% per annum is the rate of interest. So annual interest will be principal P is Y and R is your 8 by 100 plus from this scheme principal is now rupees X and the interest is 9 by 100, and how much she will be getting? This much, it will be your 1860 plus 20. She will be getting 20 more. So this will be the thing. And then by cross multiplying, you simplify 100 LCM and take it to the other side, then it will become 8y plus 9x is equal to this whole thing into 100. Or I can write in the proper form now, or 9x plus 8y is equal to 1860 plus 20 into 100. That is the second equation if I write in the proper form. So now you observe interchanging coefficient. This equation, so let me erase this one, then we will be able to observe. These are the two equations we have received from the question conditions. So 8, 8, 9, 9, they are interchanging coefficients. So obviously we will go for the method of adding and subtracting. So first we will be adding these two, 1 plus 2. So 1 plus 2 will give us 1 plus 2. 8 plus 9 is your 17. 17x plus 17y is equal to this plus this. That is, yes, we can write in this way. Double of this is 0. Okay, this plus 20 or 274. I can write in this way. Sorry, 37, which is 0, 6 plus 6, 7, and then 3. Then plus 20 into 100, or we can write by simply take 17 common, x plus y is equal to 3740 into 100. So this can be further simplified, divide both sides by 17. So this will give us x plus y is equal to 17 to the 34. Again 17 to the 34, and 0 into 100. This is the equation, say 3. Adding 1 and 2, I got this equation. Then I will be subtracting 1 from 2. So 2 minus 1 will give us, this is your 2 and this is your 1. So 2 minus 1, 9x minus 8x, x, 8y minus 9y minus y. And that's why I have kept in this form. This minus this will get cancelled, 20 will be left. So 20 into 100. That's why I have kept in this form. Okay, so this is your equation 4. So I can write it now here. X minus y is equal to 2000. This is equation 4. And this I can write in this 22,000. Okay. So now it is very easy to solve. By adding 3 and 4, I will be getting the value of x. So by adding twice x is equal to 24,000, or x is equal to 12,000. So putting this value of here, I will be getting value of y to be 22,000 minus 12 is 10,000. So these are the answers. So in scheme A, she will be investing rupees x originally. So it is rupees 12,000. Rupees 12,000. And in scheme B, she will be investing, originally it was y. So rupees 10,000. These are the answers. Okay. So this is an example of interchanging coefficient. So next question that I have taken is here. There are some students in the two examination halls A and B. To make the number of students equal in each hall, 10 students are sent from hall A to hall B. But if 20 students are sent from B to A, the number of students in A becomes double the number of students in B. Find the number of students in the two halls. Okay. So let us imagine the situation. Suppose this is hall A. Hall A, and that is a hall B. Hall A and hall B. and we have to find the number of students in two halls. So let the number of students in hall A be x. X students are there in hall A, and let y students are there in the hall B. So let me write in this way. Let number of students in hall A is x, and the number of students in hall B we have taken to be y. So it is like this. Now what is given in the question? To make the number of students equal in each hall, 10 students are sent from A to B. That means 10 students are sent from A to B. Then what happens? The number of students in each hall will be same. So when 10 students are sent from A to B, what will be the number of students left in hall A? It will be x minus 10, and number of 10 students has come here, so the number of students in hall B will be y plus 10. This is the thing. Then according to the question, they become equal because it is given. So we'll get an equation which will give us, or x minus y is equal to y to go that side, and 10 will come to this side, so 10 will become plus 20. So I am getting the first equation in two variable. Next condition, but if 20 students are sent from B to A, that is in the next situation 20 students will be sent from B to A. 20 students entered hall A from hall B. Then what happens? Then the number of students in A becomes double of the number of students in B. So what happens? Number of students in hall A will be now x plus 20, because 20 students have come from hall B, and the number of students in the hall B will be y minus 20, because 20 students have gone out. And according to the question, this number is twice of this number. As it is given, if 20 students are sent from B to A, the number of students in A becomes double the number of students in B. So this is the thing. So from this I will be getting another equation which will give us x 2y will go to that side, it will become minus 2y, and it will become 2 into 20 minus 40, and this 20 will come to this side and it will become minus 20, so it will be minus 60 if I simplify. So I will be getting this pair of linear equation, and which is very easy to solve. We can simply subtract 2 from 1. So if I subtract, that is what I will be doing, 1 minus 2 I will be doing. So I will be subtracting this from this, so sign will change, this minus, this plus, and this is also plus. So these two getting cancelled. So 2y minus y is y. 60 plus 20 is 80. So therefore equation 1, I will be getting the value. What is equation 1 is x minus y is 20, or x minus your, it is y is your 80, 80 is 20, or x is equal to 80 will go to that side, it will become 100. So that's the answer. So number of students in hall A is 100, and in hall B is 80 students. So these are the answers. Number of students in hall B is this, and this is the number of students in hall A. So in this way solve this kind of question. So if you visualize the thing, you can write the correct equations very easily. Okay. Next question, a digit question. A 2-digit number is obtained by either multiplying the sum of the digits by 8 and then subtracting 5, or by multiplying the difference of the digits by 16 and then adding 3. Find the number. So again we take the number in this way, x, y. I have taken y to be the ones place digit and x to be the tens place digit that we have taken. So the value of the number will be place value 10 into face value. So 10x plus 1 into y. So this is the value of the number. Okay, this is in the expanded form we have written. So according to the question, so here x is 10's place digit and y is 1's place digit. Okay, so these are the unknowns. So first, according to the question, the 2-digit number is obtained either by multiplying the sum of the digits by 8. So I am multiplying sum of the digits by 8. So 8 times sum of the digits is this, and then subtracting 5. Then we subtract 5, then we get the number. This 2-digit number, that is this value. Okay, so this is the case. So if simplify this, so it is 8x plus 8y minus 5 is equal to 10x plus y. So very easily we can simplify this, or let me write it here, or take 8x to that side, so 10x minus 8x is 2x, and this will go to that side, so it will become minus 7y, and this will become minus 5 will be left here. So this is equation 1. Then also according to the question, let us come to the second condition, that is we can also get the number. The number can be also obtained if we multiplying the difference of the digits. Difference of the digits by 16. So I am multiplying the difference of the digits by 16. And then adding 3. So we will be adding 3. So we will get the number, this number 10x plus y. Now again here I have taken difference of the digits, I have taken x minus y. But there can be, because I don't know which one is greater, whether x or among the x and y, which digit is greater, I don't know. So I have to consider both the cases. So I have to write, or now if in this it is when x is greater than y, I have taken x minus y. Now if y is greater than x, then I have to take y minus x into 16 plus 3, then this will be also 10x plus y. So both the cases I have to consider, as I don't know which digit is greater. So now let us simplify this. 16x minus 16y plus 3 is 10x plus y. So bring this to this side, so it is 6x, and this will come to this side, it will become minus 17y, and then this will become, yes, you go to that side, it will become minus 3. Equation 2. And in this case what will happen, if you take this is the situation, then 16y minus 16x plus 3 is 10x plus y. So when this 16x will go to that side, it will become 26x, and this will also go to that side, then it will minus 15y, it will become 3. So this will be the third equation. So first we will solve for equation 1 and 2, that is when x is greater than y. Here x is greater than y. So I have to solve 1 and 2. This is very easy to solve. We can solve by the method of elimination. I multiply equation 1 by 3. So if I multiply equation 1 by 3, then I'll get 6x here minus, I'll multiply this by 3. Yeah, so 3 7 is 21. Y is equal to minus 15. That is how I got it. I got it by multiplying equation 1 by 3. I got this. So I subtract, plus minus getting cancelled. So it is 4y is equal to 12. So y is equal to 3. So y is 3. So from equation 1 I can get the value of x. So what will be x? Y is 3. What will be x from equation 1? Or I can write twice x minus 7, y value is 3. 3 is minus 5. Or twice x is equal to 3 7 are 21, go to that side, so plus 21 minus 5, or twice x is equal to 16, and which will give us the value of x to be 8. 8, x is 8 and y is 3. So then the number will be 83. In place of x I will write 8, in place of y I will write 3. Then 83 will be the number answer in one case. Now let us see in this case. So this is the equation, and so now I have to solve this equation along with this first equation, that is 2x minus 7y is equal to minus 5. This was second equation 1. This was equation. I will solving of this pair. So if I solve this pair, I have to multiply this by 13 to eliminate this. 13 to the 26. So if I multiply this by 13 into 13, then it will become 26x minus 91, 7 into 13, 91y is equal to 65. So then we have to subtract this from this. So when I subtract this, this will become plus, plus, minus, getting cancelled. So 91 minus 15, 6, and y, 76 is equal to, this will also added, it will become 68. So y becomes a fraction. 68 by 76, it is a fraction. 34 by 38, or it is equal to 17 by 19. So y becomes 17 by 19. If I consider this case, when y is greater than x, if I consider y comes out to be a fraction. Now we know these digits in a number cannot be a fraction. So we have to reject this. So we reject, we don't take this. So this is, I reject this. We have to rule out this one. This y cannot be greater than x. X has to be greater than y. So we take this as a solution. So this is the answer 83. So sometimes we may get some integral value of y also. In that case, there will be two possible value for the number. So there will be two answers. So in this case, as y is a fraction, digit cannot be a fraction. So we neglect or we ignore that, and we stick to the first condition, that is x greater than y. Okay. So that's all for today.